What does Paul Kent get up to in a rugby league off-season?
Yeah, look, mate, it's a funny one. Look, I've still got to obviously work a little bit for the Telegraph. I used to get into a lot more sport then. Before footy's become so much 24/7, 365 days a year. You're into that. I'm not a golfer. I get bored every week with Icon's golfing updates.
Yeah.
What about his stories?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm asleep by the time it gets to them.
Talking about long stories, my off-season I went away with Gorden.
Yes.
Bit of a crew, me and Gorden. I'll tell you something you might know about Gorden. He likes beer.
Yeah.
I think he does too, and especially Forex.
He really enjoys it.
Right?
Beer's the reason he gets up every afternoon.
Did that make the tour longer or shorter when you go?
Oh, mate.
He does have a ritual which we will not speak about.
One of the rituals he has is stories. Talking about people with, if you reckon Benny Eichen has long stories, Gordy's stories, I always say, I pull the telescope out and say, Gorden, I've got it out. Can I see the end of this story? If not, let's quit now.
What's he doing, Matty?
Not only that, Matty. Sometimes I say this to him too. I say, Gordon, sometimes when you tell a story, mate, it's got to have a point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
What about
You just don't tell it because
a middle and an end, not just a beginning and a middle.
What about Matty Lodge taking him on? Hello.
Oh, mate, we're going to talk about that block,
Please.
But we went to the Super Bowl, went to Miami for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Miami, they tell me it's a circus all the time, but Super Bowl time was circus squared.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. And then we went down to Nashville. But I will say this about the Super Bowl. We had a bit of a touring party going. One of our mates that were there, I'm not going to mention any names, but one of our mates who was there all the way to Australia, we're in Miami. It's a hell of a trip to get there. And as we're literally getting to the turnstiles in the security area to go in, I've watched this guy just sort of, our mate zigged and he zigged and they bumped, which is nothing usual. There's plenty going on. Then he zagged and the bloke zagged and the guy stopped and said, oh, man, I'm really, really sorry. And then our mate got to the thing and the guy had opened up his lanyard when he zigged and when he zagged, taken his ticket out.
Wow.
So the police were fantastic. I mean, they said, we'll take you around to the NFL headquarters to our mate. NFL wouldn't let him in. That bloke and some of his crony got 38 people, and he sold our mate's ticket for $8,000. It's a pretty good earn.
Yeah. And how did you know, Matt? Tell them how you know they got $8,000.
He got $8,000 because
he was on the cut.
Because our long-winded storytelling mate, Gorden Tallis, decided to sit in our mate's seat and wait for the person to come along.
Oh.
And as Gorden had the bloke by the throat, and the bloke said, man, I bought the ticket out the front, $8,000.
Now, tell me a bit about Gordy too on those trips. Like, to me, when I look at Gordy, he's a man for all seasons.
Yeah.
Like, if he's going golfing, he'd have the golf gear on. He's going so.
Oh, yeah.
Over there, do you have the big gold chains and the rings and all that on?
Oh, mate, he had the bling on in Miami.
The swagger?
And then suddenly you go down to Nashville and here comes Carl Perkins. He had the cowboy gear on. He's a chameleon. But I'll tell you, a funny thing happened because my wife, she's quite frugal. So for us to fly home, we basically had to zigzag across America 6 or 7 times. It's a vast country because I flew over it a few times. And on one leg, we're going from Dallas to LA, and I've just been at the, having a few beers with Gorden at the bar, and I'm sort of sitting there, and these people got on the flight. I felt sorry for them. They got 3 kids with them. Man, flying long-haul flights with kids. Anyway, this woman's got there, and she's going up and down, and she's looking after the kids and doing this, that, and the other. I'm thinking, poor bugger, what a nightmare. And about 40 minutes in, I look, and she's sort of standing there and sort of shadowing one of her kids. And I'm going, geez, what a magnificent coat she had on, this Technicolor dream coat. And then I looked closer. It was Britney Spears.
Was it?
Right. So I've got the headphones on listening to a movie or watching a movie, listening to the audio, and I've bumped Trish and I've gone, it's Britney Spears, right?
And the whole plane can hear you.
And I've turned around and she's giving me the stink eye. Just give me the... And Trish has bumped me and gone, Jessica Simpson. Oh, no. Nice work,